Alright, I wanted to give a quick part 2 to my little rant about World War Z, just because I had a thought that occurred to me right after I finished the last one, which is how this movie should have been done. How I think that they could have made a World War Z film and stayed totally true to the source material, and it would have been totally awesome. Not that the movie's not awesome in its own right, but awesome from the perspective of a book fan. Not to make it a movie in the first place. Because the book, World War Z, isn't really structured in a way to where you can really make a movie about it. This book, World War Z, was tailor-made for an HBO miniseries. That's what it should have been. A 10-part HBO miniseries about a guy interviewing people about a zombie war after the fact, after the war has already ended and the world is finally beginning to calm down. An interviewer interviewing all these people about what they went through during the apocalypse. And every episode would be like one of the stories. It sounds like a great idea to me. Like if I was coming up for a way to bring World War Z to life, that would be the way to do it, and do it great. At least a 10-part miniseries on HBO, where you can show all the blood, guts, tits, and ass that you want to, and you can stay totally true to the source material, because every episode, one episode can be this character from the book, one episode can be, and we get to see those awesome set-piece action events that we wanted to see that are in the book. There is action in the book. It's not an action book, but there's a lot of awesome action sequences. The Battle of Yonkers. Anybody who's read the book World War Z knows what the Battle of Yonkers is. And I really wanted to see that in the movie. There's no Battle of Yonkers. There's none of it. That was an amazing, awesome sequence from the book. And they could have totally translated that into the movie. They could have put in an action sequence at New York with all the zombies and the fucking artillery raining on the zombies and the pieces flying up in there. They could have done it very close to the way they described it in the book. In this movie even. But they didn't do anything from the book in this movie. Who thought that was a good idea? There were people working for months at a time, coming to work every day. I work on World War Z. I'm going to come in and make a movie about World War Z that doesn't have a single thing to do with World War Z. Who are these people? Let's find these people. Let's get a mob together. Ugh. Okay. Shh. Woosah. You want to know how World War Z could have been done, and could have been done amazing instead of just barely passing the okay mark? 10-part miniseries on HBO, and do World War Z fucking right. Hire Max Brooks to play the main interview character. That would have been a stroke of genius. Hey, Max Brooks, you wrote the book. Come and play the interviewer. It would have been great. I mean, he's not really an actor, but it's not that much acting. All you're doing is playing an interview. Pretend you're interviewing somebody. He could have done it. And it would have been fucking awesome. Alright, I'm getting too worked up over this. Alright, that's my final word on World War Z. It's, from a book viewer's perspective, it's a super disappointment. From a regular movie experience, it's a good action movie. You'll get some good, oh, holy shit, look at that moments. But that's all you're really going to get. There's no meat there. There's nothing deeper to be said. All the social commentary was taken out. And what was left was an action movie. Alright. That's my final word. World War Z. You should see it. But don't have your hopes up.